Hello, hello, my lovely and wonderful punks. I hope you're having a great day so far. Oh, did I just? I just got raided. Okay. Tipsy, Tipsy, thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. We just started. You're doing deadlock. How is that? I guess I can start the stream with saying who I am. Hello, Raiders, and hello, everyone else. My name is Milia. I'm the Transpunk Skunk Extraordinaire. This is my venue. I'm a variety streamer, streaming whatever I want, whenever I want. Today, we're doing the Seance of Blake Manor. A little warning, two warnings, I suppose. Warning number one, it is storming outside, so if I suddenly vanish, that means that there's been lightning that might have knocked something out. I'd advise sticking around for at least a handful of minutes, just in case I'm reconnecting. But hopefully things stay fine. We haven't had any bad lightning for about an hour now. The other thing, this game came with a content warning. I don't think I can re-pop that up. But for anyone who's concerned about that sort of thing, feel free to search the game online. I'm sure there's content warnings online. But basically, this game is set in the past. The game will be occasionally using... They've attempted to balance period accurate terminology with not being grossly offensive. So, just something to keep in mind. Let me pop over here to live. How was your stream, Tipsy? Hello, physicist. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing well. It's the extra skunk punk ordinaire. So true. Also, between streams, we got followed by Immortan Paul. So, Paul, thank you for the follow. And today, Sammy, you were first. Emmy gave me a care package. It was good. I'm glad. Thanks again for stopping by. We got through what the person who gifted this game to me called the tutorial last night. So we are now continuing the process. For anyone who doesn't know, this game is set in like the late 1800s. We're an investigator. Tab. There we go. We're an investigator. We've been sent here to find a Miss Dean who has gone missing. We've been asked to try and get her saved before the seance on Sunday. And if we do, we'll receive an additional bonus of money. Everyone who's here will probably end up having a motive. Yes. Already, we've got a motive for this guy and this lady, and this lady. And theoretically, everyone but maybe Pt2 will eventually have a motive. We've met everybody, but you'll see a lot of portraits are locked because we haven't chatted with them yet. And this was the person we had last investigated, Olivia Darcy. These people with checks on them are because we have convinced them not to go to the seance. And theoretically, our goal is to learn about everyone and convince them to all not go to the seance. Presumably, because the seance will kill them all. But we have these little, bits of information that we can figure out about everybody. We have all these things that we've found. We have a timetable so we know where people are going to be at different times. We got ourselves a little map that we're building up. So Mr. Darcy's out at the courtyard. I could go talk to him alone. Or Mr. No, not Darcy. Derby, right? Dupre. That's it. Dupre is outside, so we could go talk to him real quick while he doesn't have anybody with him, since we've taken Darcy's room key and she's trying to find it. So I think that's a good good way to start our time. And I currently do not know if this game is... Ooh, shit. That's... I was expecting a sunnier day. Time only advances when I spend it to look at things or to talk to people. I'm trying to figure out where Miss Dean's room is so that I can go and look at it. I also had this strange dream with this symbol in it. Okay, he's over here. Spooky. I was not expecting... Let's analyze Mr. Dupre. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if this game, like, will time loop or something, or have New Game Plus that carries over my information. Fine clothes and jewelry. He's well dressed, and it's evident he could afford some luxury. His button's undone, but apparently that doesn't matter. Ah, tattoo. Curious tattoo. A finely crafted tattoo in a design I don't recognize. Yeah, we can talk to him.
Hello again, my friend.
Do you know where Miss Dean's room is? Do you happen to know which room Miss Dean was staying in? Miss Darcy mentioned overhearing a fight between Miss Dean and Miss Quinn outside a room 13. I cannot help beyond that. Alright, so close to room 13. What's up with your tattoo? It's an unusual tattoo. Might I ask about it? Oh, this? It's Maman Brigitte's Veve, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I'm an Ongen of hers, a priest as such. I am sure I am butchering those terms. She's our Loa of life and death. I suppose your analogy to a Loa would be saint. I do know a tiny, tiny little bit about the Loa, so I have that going for me at least. She is born of your pagan goddess Bridget. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. I figured this guy was American. I guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. Maman Brigitte and the goddess Brid. I don't want to stay here too long, but I'm less concerned about Brid. I can ask him about his timetable. I could ask him if he's had the dream. I feel like asking him more about Maman Brigitte. Loa of life and death, who protects those who have passed, and much like her Celtic counterpart, is associated with healing. I take it you're close with Maman Brigitte, Mr. Dupre? Deeply, Mr. Ward. When grief is a constant companion, she is there to remind me that both the living and the dead need healers. I am devoted to her and her teachings.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Alright. So where to? What to do? I mean, I can freely wander through the building. I imagine I think people move on the hour marker unless I cause them to move. So I guess we could go out back. We don't have a map for that yet. Might be good. Or I could start poking around and trying to guess which room is Miss Dean's. Because we know it's one of the unassigned rooms. Unless that's the twist that it's my room. We know that there was a fight near room 13, which is over here. But we know that she's got a south-facing room. So maybe she was room 15 and had a nice room. Alright. Alright, so if she was room 15... Hello, Mr. Druid. I'll go to the opposite side. The question then becomes... Oh, her room isn't there. I need to draw the mark. The door to room 15 appears to be missing. The marks on the wall look similar to those in my dream, but without pattern. How would I ever go about finding such a thing? Whatever has caused this to vanish might have been Miss Dean's room. Following leads will help you progress and solve mysteries. Reviewing the mystery map can help you remember what you have and haven't already investigated. Press 1. Further clues can be revealed by discussing evidence with characters. The info panel on the right can show you who you can discuss specific pieces of evidence with. Okay. A character's portrait will appear underneath topics that can be discussed with them. Characters you haven't spoken to yet will show as a some topics are locked from discussion with certain characters until you gain specific information. When this is the case, you'll see a lock icon. Okay. So I can talk about the missing doorway with the bellhop, the manager, and 3 unknown individuals. Interesting. Well, I guess that's probably worth doing. I like that you could have just found this by exploring if you were paying attention. I'd eventually like to talk to everyone so that they can be in my book proper, but... I should have had a snack before stream. My stomach's growling. Hey, buddy. Mr.
May I be
Ward.
of service, Mr. Ward?
Yeah, what happened to a missing room? The door to room 15. It's, missing? A missing door. Ah, you mean the rumors. Yes, it's been long said that Percival Blake walled up the scullery girl after she refused his advances. And the same with her fiancé, who came looking for her. Percival Blake was documented as a jealous and bitterly angry man, so it is possible. But in the 100+ years since his passing, no hidden rooms or walled-up bodies have been found. Certainly it predates the Manor becoming a hotel, so I suspect it was not our room 15. Of course, the missing bodies were not found anywhere else either, so nothing can be entirely ruled out. Likely they fled here for a better life in the at the time newly discovered America. There's more information on this and other topics in the library. Okay, but like literally your room 15 door is missing. Like you can come look.
I need nothing.
Certain.
Alright. Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can also be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other research topics. Hold to proceed. It's weird that it's like a hold down left click to proceed instead of having like a button that you can click on. I guess maybe during testing they had too many people accidentally closing things. Alright, let's check out the library. Oh. A research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Yeah, that's what we just said. Okay. Artwork. Oh no, it's blueprints! Interesting. Irish folklore, spiritualism, religion. Got a bust. We've got our research desk. Mary Blake, Wilhelmina Blake, Percival Blake, medical codes. Blake history, Irish history, world history, flora and fauna, medicine, sciences, psychology, portrait. We have many paintings. Archaeology, geography, world mythology, Irish folklore. Skunks are stinky. No, I don't stink at all. It's a lie. Hello, Dr. Blood Vomit. How are you? Welcome in. Okay, that connects to the Blake family residence. You good? How am I? Alright. Storming outside. I'm a little hungry, but I'll be alright. Enjoying this game. Alright. What else have we got here? A schedule. Ooh, somebody's schedule. Whose schedule is it? It looks to be Miss Quinn's schedule. I've made a note of her movements in my timetable. Someone else's research too. Various books detailing historical land ownership in the region. A map of Ireland and one of Connaught, the region this hotel sits in. Some sections are carefully marked out. Okay, so perhaps Miss Quinn is looking to dubiously legally acquire land in this area. Let's look at these medical codes, because I believe it was Darcy has a medical issue. Yes. Medical certificate belonging to Mrs. Darcy with an unknown code, UO33 written on it. Let's get rid of these, well. Is there anything I want to look up? Look up Mrs. Darcy's medical code. It says here the code is used to indicate spontaneous abortion, or a miscarriage in common parlance. Okay. So she had a miscarriage with her husband, and that might be why her husband started seeing a mistress, because he wanted an heir. Seems that the condition being listed as a bad cold is a euphemism. Interesting. Alright, let's look up this Percival Blake stuff. Information on Percival Blake. Percival Blake became the Marquess of Doon at the age of 19 when his father, Reynard, died of food poisoning. It was 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the Year of Slaughter, the Jacobite Rising, until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. I see some annotation that suggests that he did not drown in the tsunami, or that he was drowned during it. It seems he was not popular with the people around him. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggested she had rejected advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods say staff believed he walled them up alive. One note says they can still be heard sobbing for one another through the darker months. Despite his gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. Perhaps worth looking into the East Tower. We got more library topics. I don't have the time though. I don't want to waste away all day in the library like some kind of bibliophile. I heard Emmy drop her mouse or something. I'm in trouble. It was just a funny joke. Just a funny joke, girlfriend. Alright, so he's in the East Tower. Startled you so hard you dropped your controller? Oh no. Let's go to the toilet. A suitably clean washroom. Oh, okay, never mind. No pissing for me. Can't believe I'm not allowed to piss. Okay, I could ask the bellboy what he knows about the door situation.
The name's Doyle, sir. I'm the porter here. If you need anything, you let me know.
You got it, Doyle. Oh my goodness, another raid. Raid. Overdue book. Oh, but we just left the library. Hello, Numi. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you. Thank you for shouting her out, Emmy. How is Wild Assault? What is that? Sounds like a furry fighting game. How you doing? Welcome in, everyone. My name is Mivlia. I am the trans punk skunk extraordinaire. This is my venue. I'm a variety streamer. I stream whatever, whenever. And right now we're doing the Seance at Blake Manor, a mystery game about a hotel manor with many spooky goings on. Furry Call of Duty like game. Oh, I wasn't that far off.
Woot.
Woot. Thank you for the Prime, Numi. I really appreciate it. That means a lot. Real quick, I'll go ahead and pop my socials too. If you guys aren't already, you can join the Discord if you want, or follow me on Blue Sky. No pressure, of course. And if you wouldn't mind, I am also doing a survey right now on how I can grow as a streamer. It's in both my Discord and on my Blue Sky. But yeah, if you guys need to go, if you're done watching streamers for the day, if you're tired, if you're hungry, whatever you got to do, feel free to go do those things. But if you want to stay here and chill while I solve a mystery, I'd appreciate it too. Thanks again, Yumi. How you been?
Oh well. Thank you, Mr. Doyle.
Alright. Yeah. What's up with the missing doorway, sir? The door to room 15, it's, missing. Has it been walled up? Walled up? What? Oh, like that old Blake who walled up that couple. I'd say he did it. I saw his painting there in tower and he looks the sort. Room 15 shouldn't be closed off, though. I guess I'll go talk to, the manager, Mr. Hunter? I don't know. First time dealing with wandering door. Okay, not super helpful.
Yeah.
Doing alright, making it day to day? Take that. Stables will be open at 10 a.m. East Tower. Have a nice lurk, Numi. Alright. Percival Blake, the 4th Marquess of Dune. A nasty looking character for sure. Is it just me, or is his remaining eye looking downwards? It's a shame that whatever left him with this wound didn't kill him. What an unusual layout of buttons. It's the sigil. The opening sigil. A distinct archway. I do not recall seeing it in the hotel yet. Okay. So we'll look for that distinctive archway with the sun at some point. He's also looking down. Is there something here in the basement? Those are just particle effects. Okay. Yes. There it is. Look. What's this? Another pattern like in the dream. Has the same sun motif above it as was on the painting upstairs. Alright, can I do it? Wow. Hello, Burango. How are you? Use. Would be nice if I had the pattern memorized. No, that's not gonna work. let's, boop, boop, boop. Undo. No, it's gone. I don't know if I lost a minute for doing that. Hi, Thomas. How you doing? Let's see. If I trace this triangle, then I can go up. No. That locks me out as well. And then, come on. Come on. Hit, and then go right. I wish I could just, like, click from point to point. Oh, I can't go back there, I guess. Okay, I can't return to a previous point. I'm trying to remember. If I exit, I probably lose a minute as a penalty. No? Maybe not. Alright, hold on. Let's look at my my symbols. My records. There we go. Sigil that unlocks doors that have been magically sealed. Strange sigil that woke me. Sigil that dissolved whatever it had been linked to. Okay, so a triangle or an upside down triforce would be useful. Got up early for a dentist appointment, but did not confirm it properly, so there's no dentistry today. Ah, I see. Well, I hope it gets, I hope it wasn't anything vital and that you'll be able to get it soon. So, is just a triangle useful? How does this work? Okay, I'm going to have to assume I have to touch every symbol. Oh, there we go. I drew it. There's a door hidden behind this wall. Apparently it requires both email and text to confirm. That seems annoying. That's really dumb. Am I still dreaming? Evidence records the ice fill. Sigil that reveals doors hidden behind illusory walls. Okay. There's rotted here. This is an unholy place. And there's the corpses of the people he locked away, or at least one. These look like bones. And this skull, it appears to be human. Uh-huh. Was that a... No, it couldn't have been. That's silly. At the office you used to work at, as long as people confirmed somehow it was fine? Yeah, absolutely. Ghost, yeah, it's a specter. My eyes are deceiving me. A hallucination caused by gas or mold or in the air, perhaps. But then, how do I explain these flames? Alright, real quick, that symbol is a dissolving symbol, so maybe don't stand on the thing. No, that won't work. Dissolve the floor. What is... What in God's name is that? Oh, I really hope I didn't just lock myself. A bucket. Looks clean. possibly held water. See brown stains on them that suggest they were used. Probably not information I need. Probably a bit of a waste of time, but... What have I dissolved? That hole wasn't there before. Another boarded up wall. Ooh. Alright. Another sigil back here. Somebody must have sealed off this passage to the area sometime after Percival waltzed in. Alright, let's open it. Let's open it up, see how we did. Whoopsie. This space is even worse than the first one. Yeah, almost nothing here. Another skeleton in pieces. Is this what she wanted me to find? Very thematically timed. Oubliette. Yeah, pretty much. Evidence, Miss Dean's bedroom. Evidence, walled up lovers. Oh, where'd the skeleton go? Did I eat it? Bone marrow. Yeah, and there is light coming in here. Interesting. Okay, well, theoretically, I should now be able to get into Miss Dean's room. Yeah, I don't need to get into the basement yet. And I don't think I want to climb the tower. Let's head back. Okay, he's not there anymore. Let's head upstairs. Ah, hello. It's Miss Barbosa. Let's go ahead and analyze her. Hand-me-down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in the Irish style. The image on it is an old oak tree. Foreign fashion mixed with local. Either an attempt to blend in or, out of practicality, she is wearing local fashion along with what I assume are her usual clothes. Hello, Miss Barbosa. Let me add you to my book. Hey!
Don't sneak up on people like that.
I was just standing here. I didn't do shit.
If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close. Who are you, anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Good voice acting there.
Oh, the guy Quinn called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes? I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold, but the boat over from Brazil was worse, so I won't complain.
Okay, so she's from Brazil. She's from Brazil, but she has an interesting Irish hand-me-down, so let's ask about that, and then we'll go check out the thing. Your brooch, it looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. And he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me so I would have something of his. Okay.
I have to be off.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
You got it. Where is the porter right now? Not around here. Not at the courtyard. Not at the first floor. Not at the basement. I like that the druid's just kind of like, I'm chilling. You keep being cool, Mr. O'Finn. You want to see me open a magic door? Oopsie. Slid my hand to the side. Okay. So. Missing doorway. But this pattern, I've seen it completed somewhere. Yeah. Let me draw the symbol. Okay. There we go. I don't. How's this possible? What is this place? I like the idea of drawing sigils, but I really wish it was just like click the spots instead of drag the line, because it's a little finicky. Whatever black magic caused this, somebody went through a lot of trouble to mask Miss Dean's room. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. Alright. There's a key in the lock. Seems to be a master key for this corridor. But why was it left here? Oh, that's useful. What other mysteries does this room hold for me? That means I could get into any of these rooms. Little of interest to me in here. Okay. We got some flowers. Oh, we got something in the fireplace. I see the sigil. What is this? Looks like some kind of figure made from sticks and twine. Is that horsehair? Why would this be here? We made like a voodoo doll? It's been cleansed since its last use. Okay. Interesting. I feel like... I think that was supposed to be a voodoo thing, so maybe I need to talk to Mr. Dupre. Nothing of note in here. Very little in her room. Nothing in here. I saw something under the bed, though. F. Yeah. Look under. A bottle of turpentine. What's it doing here? Turpentine is for, like, cleaning away paint. Something painted under there, but I can't make it out. Where's the last observation? Scuff marks by the bed legs. Looks to be recently moved. Okay. So... yeah, she tried to draw the marking from her dreams. Was this some kind of markings painted on the floor? I've seen this before. The symbol was in my dream, on the stone at the end. Though it's deformed here. New shape seems to be left by the deformation. Oh boy, okay. Phyrexia, all will be one! Interesting. I don't know how I'm supposed to draw this. Okay, I have to end going there. Which means I need to go in then out. Pabo. I don't know how I would draw this symbol. Like this. And go up again. Mivrexia, all will be punk. Alright, we've done it. One of your favorite sets? It's a good set. Do you trust Elish, Norn, or Miv? Well, obviously I trust myself.
That sigil. It unlocks some kind of memory. Somebody painted this sigil under the bed on the night Miss Dean went missing. The same one from my dream.
Miv's future features less creatures made of teeth? You don't know that. I could have teethy monsters. I'm good friends with Joel. Look outside. You trust Miv to be a better parent than Norn? Aw, thank you, Barango.
When they came back to remove it, they couldn't, and they magically sealed the room to cover their tracks. I have a hazy understanding of the sigil's intent somehow. It draws attention to the person above it, though attention of what I do not know. It brings them back to the dream, maybe. I'm unclear. It's as if I have memory that is not quite my own.
Alright, so finding more of these will get me more information. The Macala? I am definitely not getting Gaelic Irish correct. Okay, so we now have a new sigil in the Macalai, which lets us see things from the past. Could be useful for uncovering the horrors that the Blakes committed. And we have the ritual markings, which are a version of the Macalai. Our vision. You saw someone attempt to remove the sigil under the bed. When they couldn't, they magically sealed the room to cover their tracks. We have a chimney charm. So I could discuss this. I can't currently discuss this with Dupre or the Druid. Maybe I need to figure out what it is first. You like the teeth craters? Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything, right? Oh, wait. A wanted poster for Miss Barbosa. Oh, convenient, because we just saw her. Looks like she's wanted for arson in her homeland and manslaughter. Presumably these are connected. I did not realize how dangerous Miss Barbosa was. Dangerous or foolish, but with fire there's not much difference. How did Miss Dean get her hands on this anyway? Well, presumably we can show that to her. And that'll get us another motive. Is there anything else? The rug. Nothing under here. Okay. Well, waste of a minute, but was very interesting. Now, here's a question. Oh.
Oh, well. Hello there. I don't believe... Hold on. Isn't that... Yes, that's Evelyn. Miss Dean's room. It is, isn't it? I'd forgotten, but I'm sure of it now. What were you doing in there?
Why are you so ominous, Cathal? Claim room change. Claim to be your friend. Tell him the truth. I feel like telling him the truth is probably the best option. Because if he loves Miss Dean and isn't the murderer, and I think that he's being too suspicious to be the murderer, I've played mystery games, then he would want to help.
I'm looking into where Miss Dean has gone. Someone has reason to believe she's gone missing.
She's gone? I thought I hadn't seen her. But I suppose I was hoping I'd just missed her. I mean, I saw her late on Tuesday night. I didn't speak to her, but she didn't seem to be herself.
I like that he's just staying there far away from me.
She looked like she might have spent some significant time at the bar. She went towards the east tower behind you. I considered following her to see if she was all right, but, well, even drunk, she was faster than me with this blasted stick. Anyway, I'm not one to go chasing a woman, so...
Interesting. So you're lame.
But if you believe something to have happened to her then, well...
Lame as in he has problems walking, not lame as in boring or unlikable. He might be lame as in boring and unlikable, but he's lame as in his foot problems.
As I mentioned, she was out of it when I saw her. I'd say she was at the bar, and that is likely true. But she may well have been there getting something from the barman, The porter, Doyle.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit of a user, and Evelyn always finds those. Anyone with a supply can share a supply. Maybe you can learn something from him?
Well, this is good information to have. Thank you. This will help.
You're very suspicious, sir. Hi, Drag. Welcome in.
I hope it does. Evelyn's a terror in her own right, but she doesn't deserve anything to happen to her.
You're gonna wander off now? Yeah. So Miss Dean was wandering the grounds in a daze just prior to her disappearance. What does it all mean? Hypothesis unlocked. Miss Dean's bedroom. Back to... Follow the trail through the manor. Signs of a trail. There are signs of a trail that was left through Blake Manor. Okay. We can hypothesize here. I don't have all of the evidence yet, but let's go ahead and investigate. Okay, so we've investigated the story of Percival Blake, and we found remains, evidence that the walled-up lovers were walled up and died. We found the ritual markings that someone attempted to clean away, and we know that Miss Dean wandered away, and Mr. O'Meara saw it. We know that her room's room 15, and the southeast corridor had a key left to the thing. There might be some clues off of rooms like 2 and 7 and 21 that is just this. Well, I think that this has an invisible grid, so I think 21 has nothing, but it's possible rooms 2 and 7 have a "it's not here" clue. So make a hypothesis. Miss Dean was seen wandering the southeast corridor. Monstrous Blake. Ow, don't hit me. Hello, Boomerang. Hello. Hi, hello. You scrambled my brains. And they're already so scrambled. Bonk Rango. Miss Dean was seen wandering the southeast corridor in a daze. In a terror, in a trapped. No, in a daze. Caused by the sigil under her bed. Could have been caused by ghosts, but I'm pretty sure it was caused by the sigil. What if? I know what happened here.
It seems Miss Dean was wandering the halls in a magical stupor, brought on by the markings painted under her bed. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They got the wrong target. They used magic. They're bad at cleaning. They have no plan. Yeah, they used magic.
It seems as if the culprit knows how to use magic to achieve their ends, whatever those may be.
Which
I
means
have picked up another fact about the culprit.
we have eliminated...
I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result.
Yes.
And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Now you've gathered some key facts, it's time to start cross-examining to figure out who the culprit is. Press 1 to start investigating. You should now investigate the mystery titled The Culprit. Okay. Culprit facts are on the left. Character facts are on the right. Use these to eliminate any characters who don't match what you know of the culprit. You can eliminate characters throughout the investigation. Eliminations are not permanent. Yeah, so currently, unless we've been lied to, Domhnall O'Finn could not have done it because he's illiterate. And where is she? Hazel Erickson could not do it because she is magically bereft. Alright, I am going to use the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back. Small Andor far away. Just far away. I promise. Okay, so another thing that might be good to do is figure out if the staff are literate. Early 30s. Motive: Miss Dean was aware of the bounty on her head. Why do I have more information on Vincent Varley? I'm not sure why. Hold on. There we go. No? Okay. There we go. That's our gist. We've looked at Mr. Dupre information. We've gained a little bit of information here. Alright. And then the last thing I want to look at is we have a master key for the southeast corridor. That gives us access to Mr. O'Meara and Miss Quinn's rooms and Mrs. Darcy's room. But we've already been in Mrs. Darcy's room. Do I care about O'Meara or Quinn enough? And do I think that they are currently elsewhere? O'Meara and I really hate that it's alphabetical by their first name. Okay, so Cathal's O'Meara, so he's just right next door. So no wonder he stepped out. Who is the other one? Ms. Quinn. Which I don't remember her at all. I could pop into her room, or I could go look in the East Tower for more evidence of Miss Dean's trail. I feel like that's probably the better thing to do. I suppose I could listen at the door, though. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Okay, so if I popped in there, I would probably see her. Okay, I already saw this plant that got knocked over. Evidence of her bumbling. So she came in here. The painting is perhaps slightly askew. Yeah. Painting's off balance. Yeah. Miss Dean, perhaps. So she's bumping into paintings. She makes her way down here. And then what does she do? Does she head off into the ground corridor, or does she continue downwards beckoned perhaps by the ghosts. Maybe step into the basement? Staff area is locked off. Well, if she's in the basement, I can't go there yet. So, and I already looked in those hidden chambers. So, let's see if she left a trail past there. Atrium, dining room, bar. She might have stumbled back to the bar. She might have gone out to the stables. South corridor, east tower. She could have come down these steps and headed to the staff-only eastern basement. Still locked. So if she did that, we can't do that. Before we go into the stables, since we can freely wander, is there any sign that she came this way? This painting is also askew. Painting of a stag. It's set askew. It was caused by Miss Dean. It would suggest she didn't go through the stables. Okay. In that case, bust is fine. Maybe she went this way. Gardens, bathhouse, and bar. Just looking here. Linens and towels. Water closets, normal. Bar, gardens, bathhouse, dining room. Alright, which way did she go? The library. Perhaps she went to the library. That would be a sensible location. Ah! There's a handprint smudge on this plaque. Another clue to Miss Dean's path. Okay, so she kept going this way, which means the gardens or the bathhouse. Attention, the bathhouse is closed for the winter months. This chair's been knocked off balance. Could Miss Dean have bumped into it en route? Which would suggest that she kept going. She could have gone upstairs, but... Whoops. Eastern corridor. Painting of a ladybird. Frame is hanging askew. Okay, she could have gone upstairs. Do we have any sign of such a thing? Not seeing any. I think much more likely and narratively she wandered out into the gardens. Stretchy arms. And there's Cathal. Hi, Cathal. Let's analyze him. Yeah. Walks leaning on a cane. Leaning on a cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt. Powder stain. There's traces of a white substance around his pocket. He was mentioning that he knew that Miss Dean did drugs, so he probably does drugs himself, possibly to cope with the pain. Well dressed. Expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but doesn't care if people know it or not. Distracted looking eyes. Something about his eyes gives me the impression he's only half in the room, which could be the drugs, or it could be his concerns over Miss Dean, or both. Okay, I don't really want to talk to him, though. Alright, now the map should have the gardens, churchyard, hedge maze, Blake family residence. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Miss Dean has wandered out into the hedge maze. I'm also going out on a limb and going to assume that the Blake family crest is a magical crest as well. Very narrow area over here. Do I have any signs of Miss Dean to start with, though? Not really. This is big stone nothing. What we got here? Side gate to the Blake family residence. This leads perhaps to the Blake private residence. The hinges are rusted over. It hasn't seen use in some time. Okay, so the Blakes aren't coming and going. At least not into the garden. Ahaha! What we got here? Some torn material, thick cotton with some signs of decoration. A night dress, perhaps. If so, then perhaps Miss Dean ventured through these gardens. Is anyone else out here? No. Alright. Groundskeeper has been doing his job. Alright, well, confirmation that the directions are what we thought they were, but I was already able to tell from the towers. Alright. I should probably look for more signs. There we go. Is the northwest corner upside down? Yeah, there is something weird about the northwest corner. It looks more like it's MN. Interesting. So, MN. Real quick. Yeah. We don't have anyone who uses the moniker MN, but it's definitely worth keeping in mind. That's definitely good. Sharp eye there, Drag. That's definitely odd. That's definitely something we should be keeping in the back of our of my second brain. Okay. Yeah, back onto the trail. Okay. Keep it in the third brain. She's not present. Torn material, thick cotton, night dress. Okay. That was probably a waste of a minute. Ow. Oh, they need to oil those hinges. Oh boy. A hedge maze. Okay. Okay, that's nice at least. The map makes it clear how the hedge maze works. But here's the question. Am I supposed to follow her path? We got a slipper and we've got footprints. Prints. One small. One shoe came off in the mud. Where was she going? Probably to the center. Alright. Boot prints. Sunken in the ground. Whoever was standing here was for a while. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. Yeah, someone was watching her. Alright, I'm not going to click on that anymore. Hello.
Ah, Senor Ward. Yes?
Yes. And you are?
Okay. Hold on, sorry. I'm confused again. So the neighbors who parked all the way on the far side, I always assumed that they were the people who lived above us because, you know, that would give them easy access to the stairs to go up above us. But I just saw them walk off to my right, which is the left side of the building. I don't know who any of the people parking in front of our damn apartments are.
My name, Signor, is Carmela Mantovani.
Never heard of you.
The same Carmela Mantovani who is hosting tomorrow evening's seance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic. Is that how you know my name?
Ah, you flatter my abilities, Signor. No, I overheard the staff mention and you guessed and worked the rest out.
So that's Signor with a G. So she's probably... She's not Spanish. She might be Portuguese, but I'm guessing Italian.
I am something of the... detective, no?
I had thought that maybe Miss Dean had me investigating her own disappearance, but perhaps she's having me investigate Miss Dean.
Another example, I think perhaps you're here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
Which would explain why she knows I'm here.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far west without some idea of those details. Come, allow me to read your cards. Perhaps we can discover your real reason for attending. Maybe you will find a little direction along the way.
Sure. Especially if it's only going to cost a minute. Jeez.
After that display, how can I refuse?
Come closer then, Signor.
Turn my eyes down at the table. Ooh.
A 3-card spread, Signor.
Classic.
1 card for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your future.
Guaranteed, death is in here to throw off people who don't know anything about tarot. The question is, where is death going to be in the spread? I think, here's my guess, I think that the tower, which is the actual bad card, is going to be our present. And death is the future, showing how we're going to be changed by this experience. But it's going to be tricking people who don't know about tarot into thinking tower is the place that I need to go, one of the, eastern or western towers, and death because people are going to die. That would be my guess. No clue what our past is going to be. Let's see how this plays out.
Let us begin. The 3 of Swords.
Oh, not a major arcana. Interesting. Most games that have tarot can't keep away from the major arcana because they're the cool ones. But yeah, that's important. Okay.
Swords cover the intellectual realm. And this one in particular deals with heartbreak. Love, perhaps, but also grief, sorrow, perhaps even betrayal.
Surely your cards can tell you which.
They're pieces of paper, Signor. They can't answer anything. They put you in front of questions that you may choose to ask yourself. Or not.
If these cards are to mean anything, only you will know it. The Tower.
I called it! And the next one's going to be death.
Major Arcana. These cards deal with big, life-changing affairs. As you can see, lightning, fire, destruction, and chaos are the poor view of this card.
That sounds bad.
Yes.
What is bad? This card would suggest that you are, or soon will be, in the middle of something significant and unavoidable. Bad is not the right word, but neither is it good.
Oh, interesting. The Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, the wind!
Wind turning my Wheel of Fortune not upside down, because an upside down card does have a different meaning, but askew. Interesting. Well, I got one correct. I called that right now would be the Tower. Well, Wheel of Fortune is a 25% chance of upgrading a Bellatrix Joker and a 100% chance of Nope.
Does that mean anything?
Everything means something, Signor. Normally, a card is upright or reversed. When upright, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, means good luck, prosperity.
Discard your hand and draw 7.
Reversed, it means, as you may suspect, bad luck and the misfortune.
The tower causes bombs to rain down. Oh no. Nope. Yeah, exactly.
On its side. I believe it means both are possible. I think your future, perhaps all of our futures, are very much in your hands.
But it's still mostly upright, because this is a video game and most likely we will get a good ending.
However you resolve your tower, this here and now, your own reason for attending, it seems likely to affect us all. You see, I was not wrong. There is more for you here than a mere seance.
Indeed. Though I am unsure what all this means.
It means, Signor, tread carefully, but act decisively. So much hangs in the balance. And now, perhaps a more traditional conversation, see?
See.
What should we discuss, Signor Ward?
Let me look at you first. You got the tarot cards. Well-worn tarot deck. A tarot deck worn by years of use. Shakes. Miss Montavani's jewelry is quietly jangling. It's as if her entire body is shaking despite the mild temperature. Oh yeah, she looks gaunt. Sunken eyes. Miss Montavani looks very tired. Which implies to me that perhaps you are also having the nightmares, Miss Montavani. Have you had any strange dreams since arriving here? In a place like this, how could one not? With the recurring ones, the maze of corridors luring me to the seance? That is enticing. There is a force at work in the dreams here. You can feel it, no? It is not another practitioner. It does not have that focus. What it is and what it wants, I do not know. Perhaps it will be our guest at the seance. Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Dean and I. Can I find 2 more? I really think the other one of them's Doyle, which I should probably have asked him when I saw him earlier. So, I could ask her about her shakes, but I assume I could just ask her about her health outright. But I assume it's just the nightmares. Is there anything else I want to ask her about? I guess I could ask her about Dean directly. I don't suppose you've met Miss Dean, have you? We have met. Not here. Before, in London, many times. What about the strange device? Might be worth asking her about the device. She flutters from person to person to suit her own agenda. I have seen the damage she has caused, so I stay away. She cannot poison the flowers she cannot land on. Interesting. Yeah, I'll ask her about the device. Do you know what the strange device in the atrium's for? She doesn't look very healthy. She's not. She is not sleeping well. Hey, why even? How you doing? Welcome in. How you been? Adjusting how I'm sitting here. There we go. Certo. It is not a measure of how Is it not a measure of how successful we will be? That is what the Marquess tells me. I cannot recall what it measures. Ghosts or the veil or such. Maledetta memoria. I do not know, sorry. Okay, but the Marquess knows.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
You're okay? I'm glad to hear it. Interesting that Analyze is there still. Okay. A key. Doesn't look strong enough for a door. Perhaps some sort of locker. There are footprints. Person following her. Yeah, don't want to waste minutes looking at these anymore. So she probably rounded this corner. statue over here. Interesting. Not seeing any footprints though, or other signs. I'm not seeing anything down that way, so I'm guessing she turned into here. No, I'm not seeing any signs here either. Oh. Closed up well, but I can hear water on the other side. It's covered in these markings. I get the sense they're a recent addition, but who could have drawn these? Well symbols. So a bunch of crosses and a flower. She went that way, not to the... She didn't go to the well. Or if she went to the well, she then backtracked. Let's go this way. Oh, there we go. Footprints. Somehow missed those. Scrap of cloth. And which way? Footprint. The crows. Dead end. We got some flower pots. We've got evidence of the heavy weighting man. Oh, the petals. They make the cross shape that we saw on the well. What is this? I've seen this symbol before, haven't I? Oh, it's the symbol of seeing the past. Okay. Really wish there was a different way to move this. Hope I'm okay. Yeah, I'm doing pretty decent. Alright, what happened? She was led here by some sort of giant spirit who was holding her hand. Another memory. What was that thing with Miss Dean? Too large to be a person and transparent? Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost or something else? And who was the person watching it all? Was that the culprit behind observing? Was that culprit observing their deeds? Wait, what's that sound? Hey, Doyle. What are you doing here? I was about to ask you about your nightmares.
Oh. Well, what were you going to say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here?
What you got there?
Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is.
And what has you out here of all places?
I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Dean.
Evelyn Dean.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something.
What was the argument about?
I don't know.
Thanks.
Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess.
Who? Did you see who she was arguing with?
No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice, mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Varley says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
Cool. Who was Miss Dean arguing with before she went missing, and why? Start by rolling out Father Snow and Mr. O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then, and Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. Fight. Alright. Let's look at our mystery. Did I never click whatever I needed to connect the gardens to the hedge maze? I think that was pretty obvious, but okay. Interesting. I've got some wiggly connections, too. Verified false connection. Okay, so the footprints and the boot prints aren't connected, and the boot prints aren't connected to the shadowy figure, who I can discuss with Mr. Dupree. Interesting. And I have a locker key. Alright. How much of the mystery do I have here? Miss Dean was brought to the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched.
Something guided Miss Dean through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit.
Well, not necessarily, Mr. Ward.
Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
They just happened to be there. The shadowy figure came for them too. They were hiding from the entity. The boot prints belonged to them. Now, the only thing there that we know for certain is that they were wearing boots.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Alright. I wonder if you pick, because I feel like I've picked the right option for each of those. I wonder if you pick the wrong option if he is like, no, I can't say that for certain. Or if it lets you put in fake info about the culprit. What was that thing that led Miss Dean through the maze? Was it another ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before, or maybe some of the guests might know. Okay. We have built up quite a bit. Yes, the dream and the haunting and the fight are now all things. So, from the dream... interesting, it hasn't added the miss to it yet. The haunting. A shadowy figure. Ask about the shadowy figure. Who can I ask about the shadowy figure? The staff and Mr. Dupre at the moment. Yeah. Whew. Yep, we got a lot of men that it could be. Alright. So, we know that it couldn't have been Mr. O'Finn, Father Snow, Doyle or Blake, because Master Blake is a child. Mr. O'Finn and Father Sino didn't arrive until later. Mr. Doyle gave us the information. There was a bridge game held in the library on Tuesday evening, which means anyone who was at the bridge game could not have been there. So that leaves Mr. Scarrett, Dupre, O'Meara, Toussaint, Callahan, Coventry, Marcus Blake, Mr. Hunter, and Mr. Varley may have been up to. The guests and the locals. Alright, well, we've got a lot more to investigate now, and it kind of is going in multiple directions now, because I still need to find more people about the dream. I need to find more about the haunting, and I need to find more about the fight. I can now take into account anyone who's got certain sizes of shoes, which is another reason to eliminate Erickson, because she does not wear boots. Care package, and she has small feet. Thank you. I guess theoretically anyone could have stolen a pair of boots, but they would want, ones that fit their feet. I feel like this probably soft confirms that Seamus Doyle wasn't involved either. Alright. So we've added here, Doyle is doping. Late 30s. She looks rather ragged for her late 30s. Yeah, not surprised that she has a lot of evidence. Diagnosis. Wonder if she's been seeing a doctor while staying at the manor. Yeah, if I can get a diagnosis for her, that would be good. Okay. Clear all that. Okay. There will eventually be 9 facts about the culprit. Interesting. I mean, one thing we can assume is that the culprit is not also having the dreams. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did I just see? Was that real? A giant figure smithing. What could it mean? An old anvil covered in Celtic knotting. Despite its obvious age, it shows no signs of wear or rusting. Its immense size must mean it was only intended for use by whatever it was I saw using it. Interesting. It's fucking loud. Hope it wasn't too loud for you guys. These bridges are interesting because they let you see from above. Diagnosis: born too early for Taco Bell, born too late for Ocean Spray. The store closed long ago. Tragic. It's interesting that the hedge maze is closed in by stone walls. Right. It's possible that there are other points of interest here in the hedge maze. Almost certainly. Let's wander around. Let's make sure I see all of those squares. There's a ghost. Hi, ghost.
God almighty. A spirit. Is that Miss Dean? She doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think she means to hurt me. I need a closer look.
Hello. Please, Lord, don't let this be Evelyn.
Can you tell me your name?
Nothing, of course. There must be some means I can use to communicate with her. If I had a Ouija board. Ghost at fire pit. Oh, yeah. There's a fucking psychic right here. Conveniently nearby. Hey, Miss Montavani, There's a ghost like 2 inches to your right.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
Yeah. Ghost? Have you ever seen a woman's ghost by the fireplace? I felt a presence, but no, I have not seen her. Tell me, Signor, is this her? Drawing of a young woman. I think, yes. Signor Dupre left this with me the other day. He's seeking a spirit, perhaps the one you found. First I thought it was Signorina Dean, but he assures me she is not. Okay. Well...
That's all.
Of course.
The Ouija board? Exactly. Okay, so Dupre would help there. Let's make sure I check out these other squares. Perhaps here we have a hedge maze that is meant to trap ghosts. Okay, so that's that. Then this is... I appreciate that I'm allowed to just know where things are in the maze. That's the well. Up. We've got ourselves a monument. To my beloved Mary, may those who wander this maze be as lost as I am without you in my life. Picture of a woman with a dedication to my beloved Mary. Evidence, betrayal, Mary Blake. Perhaps common enough trope with ghosts. The owner of this manor is trying to resurrect his wife. Standing stone. An old standing stone with a geometric pattern on it. Wonder if it's real or a replica. It's in the library topics now. Okay. That's something we could eventually talk to the druid about. Ah, those are the towers. No, I don't want to go this way. I want to go this way. Yeah. Okay, so these are identical, but she was at this one, not the opposite one. Then the scene ahead is the giant. Hey, Gremlin. Who done it? Clearly she just left. She just left. That's all. Okay. Ow. Probably Miv. Yeah, I did it before I even got here. Alright, we have a little bit of time left before the next hour marker. Just curled up into a ball and rolled away? Yeah. Interesting. We've got statues here. That kind of looks like Bridget. Oh boy, I have so many things in here. Where is she? Sigils, observations, learned information, documents, items, keys, analyses. I guess it would be under learned. No. Yeah, there it is. The goddess Brid. That's it. Old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, the earth, smithing, and much else besides. That one actually has a plant. I guess it could be a variety of goddesses. Hello, bird. I was gonna...
Another crow?
Bird. You're gonna go smack into the window?
Is that Master Walter watching the grounds for the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point. I wonder what secrets he's seen.
Okay. Mystery unlocked, Walter Blake. Oh, okay. We just added here Mary Blake as a not connection. But I do not think the boy is even 10 years old yet. He has a good vantage point of the grounds. The Marquess's son and heir to the land's title and fortune. We have not talked yet. After losing a mother so young, how does he feel about a seance on the grounds? I want to learn more about the boy. I would need to search his bedroom and general residence. Carriage accident. The fact that he doesn't have a typical model is interesting. Might just be because I haven't seen him as of yet, but we have a bit of time. I keep saying that like I'm running out of time to the like end. Or it's just like till the next hour where people move around. Unassigned. Can't hear anything. It's not locked. They must leave unused bedrooms open. Clearly it was Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the lead pipe. So true. Nothing here. Nothing catches the eye. What did you think of the Gary Newman genre evolution? I didn't get a chance to watch it. Sorry about that. I will watch it later tonight, but about the time you sent it, I was getting distracted with some stuff with Emmy. Is okay? Thank you. I am interested to give it a watch. Is there anything, before I actually go into it? Floorboard. Recently replaced and very secure as a result. Okay. Tricked me into wasting a minute. Very rude of you, video game. I'm not gonna look in the mirror. That seems like a waste of time. Okay. Alright, nothing in here. Man, they killed a lot of animals to get enough decorations for this place. Cleaning supplies. I think the closets and bathrooms are just here as like a... The house should have these, but you don't need to worry about them. So... His bedroom would be like above us, right? So I would need to somehow have... I would need to gain access to the Blake part of the manor through the northeast corridor. There's some stuff off the west corridor I haven't checked out yet. There is another entrance to the Blake family residence here that I didn't check, but... I've got a clue on the haunting. Oh, something way out here. The old anvil, untouched by everything but the weather, is relevant. I mean, the giant was giant. Where am I? Yeah, okay. Let's go through here. Okay. We would need to go downstairs. What was that sound? It's a globe. Is this a dead end? Is this just rooms? Guess so. Alright, back out to the atrium. Hello. Grand Seance. Leviticus 2027. Oh man, Leviticus is going to be president next year? Man, that might be worse.
You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door?
Would anyone mind going and grabbing Leviticus 2027? Oh, but only at 2027. Useful.
And Leviticus 2027? This is not even original. I think I know did this. I will have to talk with her.
You can't? It's 2026 this year? Ah, you're right. Talk with
But
her.
for now, I need a moment to sit.
So she doesn't suspect the father. She suspects maybe the Callahan woman. Her? Who could she be talking about? And what does that Bible verse mean? Clearly someone in this hotel has bad blood with Miss Montavani. She thinks it's a woman. Could it have been Miss Dean? And that knife. Something tells me they're not likely to stop at threats. Has it been removed? It has been removed. Oh, I took it. Okay. It's in my pocket now. Hi, Mr. O'Finn.
And you're back.
Let's see. I could ask you about your belt and such, but I don't feel like that's helpful. I really don't have much to talk to you about. I kind of figured some of this stuff would be more juridic. So maybe I'll have to look it up in the library eventually. Is Barbosa still down here? I can ask her about the wanted poster. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to talk to Doyle. Okay. So here's the thing. Confirmation that it's supposed to be like this. So the fact that it's upside down in the garden is definitely meaningful. I just don't know how yet. Hey, Barbosa. I found this. I thought you might want it before anyone else sees it. Leviticus 2027, a man or woman who is a medium or spiritist among you must be put to death. You are to stone them. Their blood will be on their own heads. Okay. Classic Leviticus. Alright, that's not particularly insightful, though. Thank you for looking it up, why even? But that just means, like, I'm religious and Leviticus said we should kill psychics. Because Leviticus was fucking nuts. How did you get this? Did you break into Dean's room? Does that matter? I suggest you take it and dispose of it before anyone else sees it. You're right, of course. She told me she had it, tried to make use of it over me. She must have seen the fire in my eyes because she left me and has avoided me since. It's a foolish keepsake. I was an idiot to take it. I was captured, taken by the man who killed my mother. I do not know his plans for me. And I had no intention of finding out. And so I started a fire. I would rather have died in a blaze than let him choose my fate. Anyone born wrong should be put to death, pretty much. I don't think this is in corporate compliance. That, the Leviticus mystery, was the one plot thread I thought was kind of BS, so if you'd like a pointer for on where to look, I'd be happy to give you a vague area. Maybe later. I have other threads to pull at the moment. But I appreciate it, Gremlin. I'll keep it in mind for later when I've run out of threads to pull on. Have to check with HR? Alright, good luck, corporate. But maybe my mother was watching over me because the way the fire went, I was able to escape instead. My captor and his crew were not so lucky, and good for them. I had no plan. I was lost. By the time I got to Rio, my face was on posters, so maybe not all his people burned. Shame. That's when I decided it was time to leave Brazil. I go to the port a few hours later. There are posters there too. So I took one before I left. A souvenir. A stupid, dangerous souvenir. I hope this was a one-time thing. The fire? Sim. It was just that one time. Good. I implore you to keep it that way. Otherwise, I'll bring you in myself, understood? Understood. Alright.
I have to be honest.
Oh, if you see that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Seamus ran off on me earlier. I think maybe the coding on this screen... Oh, never mind. Well, it's definitely a little off because sometimes it randomly zooms in on people, but... Alright, so we've got this sketch. And we've got the ghost at the fire pit. We need to go talk to Dupre about that, but I don't know where he is. Getting the sense that Miss Dean might not be the nicest sort. Yeah, I mean, Montavani did say that she was poisonous, and so she would not connect with her. I would get the feeling that most people were here for her. Timetable, Dupree. I don't think I've got Dupree's schedule. Front courtyard. Okay. So he's still there for a few more minutes, which means that potentially I can grab him real quick. Well, you're still just waiting here for a replacement key? I really wish I could give you your key back. You figure out what's up with that locker key. Could be a luggage key. Hey, Mr. Dupree, you want to talk to a ghost with me?
Hello again, my friend.
I don't like how you turn. Okay. No, I don't need your timetable. There's a ghost at the fire pit. I came across a ghost, Mr. Dupree. One I suspect you have ties to. I don't think I follow, Mr. Ward. At the fire pit. No, you must be mistaken. Please, Mr. Ward, may we speak of something else? I can show you the drawing. Were you close with Miss Dean, Mr. Dupree? Miss Dean? No, I dare say she looked right through me. She looks uncannily like my dearly departed friend, you see. Each time I see her, it's like... Well, the grief feels fresh. Interesting. Which really makes me think this is a we're possessing people to turn them into my wife scenario. Do I have anything else to discuss? The shadowy figure. Yeah, you're worth talking about the shadowy figure. Have you ever heard of, well, ghosts that are larger than usual? I've heard a great many things, and many cultures claim to have had giants walk their lands in times past. But no, I've never seen or heard of that. At least nothing that makes me believe. But other things? Well, that is possible. Perhaps not a ghost, but an angelic visitation, or a godly figure, perhaps. The land's old gods, the Tuatha De Danann, would have been described as larger than man, for example, and the mythology here references many giants in that vein. Alright.
Not at all, Mr. Ward.
Getting the sense that Miss... Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Blip. Alright. So, the library next, I think? To learn more about what the giant could be. Is there anything... No, I don't really want to say anything. I don't think I have anything I really want to say at the moment. Okay, I've got some extra things on Dupre. Oh, it's just the thing again. Interesting. I could talk to Miss Darcy about the drawing. Did I ever manage to return the keys? No. Okay. The people from earlier just came from way, way, way off to the right. I have no idea what's going on. I hate to say it. I wish we had assigned parking. At least half, like, the guaranteed spots. Hell, I'd settle for lines so that people would fucking park where they're, you know, reasonably close to one another. Is that Leshy? Interesting. Yeah, the drawing room's not useful to me. Let's go to the library. Alright, does this get put on my desk? Yes, Irish mythology. Collection of books on the 4 cycles of Irish mythology are here, alongside writings on supernatural sites and entities. Is there anything I want to look up? Look up the Veil. Look up giants. Look up Tuatha De Danann. Let's look up the Veil first. The Veil is the barrier between the living and the dead, the mundane world and the spirit world. There are times and places when the veil thins and interactions between the two worlds become easier, for better or for worse. The veil may be thin in places that have seen great tragedy or in places of magical significance. As for time, it is known that the veil is thinnest on All Hallows' Eve, and this is when spirits of many kinds may walk the earth, and be seen even by those who usually would not encounter such things. It is also when communication through the veil is easiest. As such, traditionally, any attempts to contact the dead are made in this period of the year, as they are known to be the most successful at this time. Look up giants. Irish mythology has its share of giants, but none are so noteworthy as Fionn Mac Cumhail. Bearer of the Thumb of Knowledge and leader of the legendary band of warriors, the Fianna, Fionn has many tales attributed to him. The formation of the Giant's Causeway, the creation of the Isle of Man and Loch Ness, and the battling of many mythological foes. There are some who believe him to be the demigod descendant of Macquill, the last king of the Tuatha De Danann. Okay, well, now we gotta look up the Tuatha De Danann. The Tuatha De Danann, or people of Danu, are the old gods of Ireland, with Danu being a sort of earth mother-type entity representing the land itself. A race of beings each twice the height of man, with unnatural abilities. Like the gods of many classical mythologies, each one had areas of expertise, though there was much overlapping and infighting as a result. They lived across Ireland for countless centuries and battled with various otherworldly foes. There is a book here with some of the Tuatha De Danann listed in it. Might be worth a look. Book of Irish Gods. Okay, smithing gods. Let's see. The goddess Brid, the old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, hearth smithing, and much else besides. The god Goibniu, the ancient Irish god of smithing and hospitality. That looks right. The goddess An Kalak. Kalak? Ah, man. He's going to show up with Volter and assault us in the desert map. A goddess, a hag, and a diviner whose domains are cold, winds, and winter. And the goddess Anne Morrigan, the war witch of Tuatha De Danann, was the goddess of war, wealth, and death. Crows are her symbol. Okay. Wonder what came of all these gods. 6 evidence filled. Okay. Presumably they're now here in the folklore. The fate of the gods. The Battle of Tailshew was a fierce battle fought between the Tuatha De Danann and the Milesians that lasted many days and saw both sides using underhanded tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, a truce was reached and it was agreed that the land would be split evenly between both parties. To show their goodwill, the gods let the Milesians choose their half first. But the Milesians tricked the gods, for when it was their time to pick, they picked the top half. Isn't Leshy Polish folklore? Yeah. But, like, they might have other folklores, like, weaved in here. Like, Mr. Dupre has the Loa. Lots of crows around, for sure. The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal and moved underground to Tir Na Nog, part of the otherworld, to live with the Fae. I'll pass on looking up stuff about the other gods for now. Interesting backstory, but not super helpful. 14 of 21 pieces found. Well, maybe I will need to look up more, because it might fill out this matrix. But I'm pretty sure we've already connected it. For whatever reason. Look at all those pings. Maybe I do need to research more. Yeah, research Tir Na Nog. The Irish Otherworld and Afterlife, huh? The Lycians, the Fae. Get out of here, bug. Battle of Pt2. Crows. An unusual number of them on the grounds lately. Yeah, so we basically know it could be involved with bread, but is more likely involved with Goibniu, and not the other ones. It's a good thing I stopped and saw the anvil. If I had just left, we would be missing a key piece of the puzzle here. Alright, well, I believe we need to keep researching. Tir Na Nog. Can't find anything. It looks like any book on it have been taken... Oh, any books on it have been taken away. I should ask around for more information. And the Milesians. Tribe of mankind. A word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, from which many of us are descended. Led here thousands of years ago by three chieftain brothers. Eberfin, Amergin, and Aramon were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods, the Tuatha De Danann, and reached a truce after much fighting. Yeah, split the land in half, and we tricked them. Okay. Add that to the matrix. Yeah. The three Milesian rulers. Missing research. I should ask about the Tir Na Nog. Okay, I can talk about it with Dupre, but that's the only person that I know I can talk. I can't talk about it with the druid? You would really think that that would be something I could talk about with the druid. Or at least I would think that. Mr. Dupre, could you, like, follow me around? You seem particularly useful. I love how just gross it looks outside in the game right now. I'm gonna do this so that you don't have to do a weird turn towards me.
Hello again.
Hi, Mr. Dupre. I need more things from you. Can you tell me about the Tir Na Nog? Have you heard of the Tir Na Nog? I have. The old Irish otherworld serves as home to the gods, realm of the Fae, and sometimes an afterlife for mortal folk. It's both geographical and ageographical, in that it is said to be under Ireland, but also an island off to the southwest. Many stories exist of heroes sailing there on Imrams. Oh, excuse me. Now that she's read chat, it will take me ages to find out she's being called small. What? I'm not small. Voyages that transcend the physical rules of the sea. Okay, interesting. Can I ask you... Oh, I can ask you about Goibniu. You know much about the god Goibniu? He's a smithing god, yes? I don't recall much about him. Perhaps one of the Callahans or Mr. O'Finn can be more helpful. Okay.
Not at all, Mr.
Thank you. Okay. Well, maybe I can... I can't talk about Tir-Tanog with him yet, but maybe I can talk about the god. Only 4 minutes, not as long as you expected. I was in the middle of dialogue. Small. No. I'm big. Big and strong and intimidating. Alright. Wonder how I'm doing compared to what they expect. Hey, Mr. O'Finn.
And your
Can you talk to me, interesting, only about the Fae? You would think that I could talk to him about other stuff, but maybe I need to do more analysis to know that he's a druid. Let's ask him about his belt. You have quite the ornate belt. Do you like it? I killed and skinned the deer myself. My cousin Connor helped me shape the tin. Ah, the man's fierce handy with a ball hammer. Ah, cool, thanks. Your crown? It's an unusual crown you wear? Crown? Ah, it's the pale speaking in you, lad. It's a circlet. It's a sign of my station as druid. Protector of the lands and its inhabitants. I already knew he was a druid. I don't know why I needed to figure that out. Crown. There we go. Now I can ask him about a whole bunch of shit. Okay. I'd like to ask you about the chimney charm first. I found this on a wall about the grounds. What do you make about it? Compared to the average, I'm doing redacted? Ah, hell yeah. I love doing redacted. No need to be so vague, lad. You found it in someone's room. Don't worry. I'll pry no further. It's a binding charm. Stops the target from having any magical effect on someone else. It only works if it stays close to the person it's targeting, though. Okay. So someone was trying to prevent Miss Dean from doing magic. Alright, can you tell me about Tir-Nanog? What do you know of Tir-Nanog? Nothing you shouldn't. One of the many Tirotha, or lands, of the other world. Tir-Nanog means lands of the young. There's many Tirotha, like Tir-Fothuin, the lands under the wave, Magnell, the plains of delight, and the main that block the Isle of Apple Trees. They say that on a clear day you can see it, past the plain of honey, on the horizon when the sun settles. Mind you, I've never seen a clear day on this blasted rock we call home. You can get there underground, too, like the Tuatha De Danann eventually did. There's plenty of old passageways in the dark corners and places of power. So is this like that one communist game I like so much? Disco Elysium? Only in that they're both mysteries that are needing to be solved. This is a lot more focused on the mystery and the magical aspects and a lot less focused on the people aspects that Disco Elysium is. And we don't have voices in our heads. We just have, like, good old evidence and such. I'd say they are both great games, though. None of them is safe. Guarded by fey things. Or worse, not guarded and you can get in. I know a woman once who got near, saw her own kids, and only because she had kids, was let leave. Or saw her own death. There we go. I have no kids. Well, none I know of. So I won't be risking it, thanks. The style's making you think of it? Yeah, I don't know who did the artistry behind this game. It's got a very defined look, and I quite like it. Very striking. The very heavy black lines do a lot. Passageway, place of power. Is there a portal here? Yeah. Interesting. Is there anything else I want to talk to him about now that I've unlocked the ability to talk about him being a druid? Okay. Last night, as I arrived, I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain. I knew there would be death here. Sorry? You saw Binah, lad. Spells trouble, of the life-ending type. She's a portent, you see, an omen. One that means death and grief have come to your house. Somebody will die here this weekend. Possibly more than one. Certainly no less. Might be how the text is. Yeah, that's definitely evocative. Miss Dean, am I too late?
I should go.
Only those.
There's a fair bit more I'm sure I could ask him about, but the clock's about to change, so I want to keep moving. Okay. Is there a portal here? Is this land, or has this land ever been home to a portal to the otherworld? I gather I should look under the cover of darkness. Passageway. Learn that it is possible to cross over to Tir na Nog via special passageways. Place of power. It's believed by some that Blake Manor, or rather land it sits down, is a place of power. So, currently, I should look under the cover of darkness. So, I've got presumably the rest of the day now. How am I liking this game? I'm liking it quite a bit, Bard. It's very well made, very interesting. Also, welcome in. How you doing? Okay, so I can't pursue this mystery anymore at the moment. The fight. I need alibis for everyone else, which means I need to find them. I could ask Mr. Varley. And the dream. I need to find more people who have shared the dream. That takes a lot of time. I've already asked the druid. Doing okay. Gotta go shopping in a bit, but hopefully some rogue core later. Yeah, that's the goal. I did go and read the Steam reviews, and while there's a lot of like just people excited, there is some strong critical points that some people have made that hopefully means that the game, after a bit more early access testing, will get changed. But like just something to be aware of is there might be some significant problems that we got to deal with. Although one of the big ones people were critiquing shouldn't be a problem for us because it seems more like a problem for playing with randoms. Okay. Actually, I think what I want right now is the map. They're still in the lobby. Dupre is still in the courtyard. He's out back. Yeah, I don't know where anyone else is at the moment. Presumably everyone's in their rooms. Well, I don't have much time yet, so let's ask Mr. Varley.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Yeah, hey, Mr. Varley. Oh man, I have so much shit. I need your... I can ask you about the chimney chime, interesting. Where were you during the bridge game? I told there was a bridge game the other evening. Did I miss out on much? Yes, one of the other guests was run for the... one of the events that was run for the guests. As Marcus Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. I'm afraid I have little else to tell you as a result. Fantastic. Theoretically, that eliminates 2 people.
I need nothing.
Certainly.
So let's see how that does on the mystery. Yep. Discussable with, I can discuss it with the staff to see if it's true. How much evidence is left here? 24, 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we can get a statement from everyone. Well, I'm guessing we're just gonna have to hope that at the hour people move and I can talk to more of them. I can talk to Mr. O'Meara. Did I solve the mystery yet? Not yet. We're working on it, little by little. Not the mystery in the game? No, I have not solved real life mysteries either. The mystery of how I'm so small? I'm not small. Mystery solved. I'm large. Big skunk. Scary. Powerful. Oh, that's just the wait button. Which I can only assume is either we have a game loop for New Game Plus, or we have a thing. Listen to my second brain. Okay, what is it, second brain? Skunk is scary when her voice suddenly raises. Gives me that oh no, mom is mad energy. No, you're wrong, second brain. You're wrong. You're delusional. Oh.
You again.
Why do you say it like that? Where were you during the bridge game, sir? Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere. In my room praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. Not...
Off, miss.
Don't let me keep...
Not very convincing. Not very convincing at all. Why am I... Oh, okay. Yep. Pagan Circulet. Druid. Research Milicians. Learning about the ancient Milician rulers may help me discover why Miss Dean and Mr. O'Finn were targeted by the culprit. Targeted? Was he targeted as well? I don't know how I know, quote unquote, know that. What's here with an exclamation point? Nothing, I don't think. Yeah, sometimes the exclamation point flag just seems a little off. I ain't scared until skunk goes stompy, and even then you're a corporate squirrel. So true. Okay, so I've got 1 minute left until the hour change. I could go and talk to the druid one last time. Actually, I don't want to go this way. This way seems bad. Can I go into the bathhouse? Yeah, if this key is for a locker in the changing rooms, Miss Dean must have found some other way inside. Okay, I can't go in through the front door to the bathhouse. Do. Mr. Druid. Hello.
And you're back.
Can I talk to you? I don't think about the bridge game. That's not important. Because you weren't here. I'm supposed to talk to you about... the Milicians. There we go. Does the term Milicians mean anything to you? Humans, lad. They're humans. Our ancestors. Legend is that they came here over 9 waves and battled the gods so that they could settle here. Didn't end well for either group, but yeah, you could say we came out on top. That's a good joke on account of us dividing the land and getting the bottom half, and them getting the bottom half. You'd have appreciated it if you knew your history. I got it. I understood. You're a very funny man, Mr. O'Finn. Okay.
No, I should go.
Only the...
Ding. There will be a talk on the history of Blake Manor in the drawing room. Is that something I care about? Not currently. Oh, he's gone. Okay, I thought that talking to him about the Milicians would matter. Do I just have a bunch of false flags again? I think I have a bunch of false flags again. Okay, so let's click the map. No one's in the courtyard. On the ground floor in the atrium, we have Barbosa and the fraud. And we don't have anyone else anywhere else. Alright, I'm going to drop a save real quick. I'm going to run to the bathroom, and I'll be back, and we'll figure out what we want to do next. Okay. I am back. Thank you all for waiting. Here in the nearest future, I'm going to figure out how ads work on Twitch, and I'll have to do little ad breaks when I go to the bathroom. And I don't want to do it, but based on information I've learned about how Twitch does advertising, I need to do it. So. So there's going to be a ball later tonight, but I also need to do looking for the portal later tonight. So I suppose I could just like walk into rooms real quick and make sure that there's nobody in these rooms. No, Mr. Varley's still here. Okay, so if I haven't got someone's itinerary and I haven't seen them, then I won't know for certain. I'm going to assume, though, that stepping into a room counts as seeing someone. So eventually, I might want to get into Mr. Varley's safe. The telegraph room, the luggage room, and the cloak room. Might have interesting information later. The drawing room. We could go and listen to the thing. Seamus might be there to facilitate the you're going to spend some time to do this thing. No. I really want to find Seamus so I can talk to him. West Tower. And the locked door. This is also to the ballroom. Well, let's enter the drawing room. Maybe people will be here and I can just look at them and leave.
Welcome, all of you, to my home. I am Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, Lord of this manor, and all the land that can be seen from it. I've been asked to speak with you about the house and its history, which dates back to 1652.
Stay and listen for 30, or leave and have wasted 11. I guess we might as well stay and listen.
My ancestor, Edward Blake, was granted this land in the winter of 1651. The following summer, work began on the castle that, in turn, became this manor. The building has been expanded many times over since then, and you would be hard-pressed to tell the original building and the additions apart. but the main compound is roughly expanded to 5 times its original size. This is not counting the basement, which was added in the late 1700s.
Must not have been a very big castle to begin with, then.
Of course, the Great Famine was hard on much of Ireland, and we were no exception. Those were hard years on the land and our family. My father sold much of the estate and made some daring investments across Europe. They did not pay off. And so, when I was of age and title, I turned the manor into a hotel. What remains of the land is still farmed or forested, of course. You, sir, a question.
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true what they say about the walled-up rooms?
Spending too much time digging around in our library, eh, Mr. Scarrett? Certainly, it is rumored that Percival Blake bricked away 2 young lovers for angering him. Set across from one another so they could hear each other's final days.
Oui.
That said, no such chambers were found, nor records of work being done that matched the timing. It is true that a young couple did indeed vanish with no record, but that wasn't uncommon for that era. Over the years, some staff, and yes, even guests, have reported hearing sobs from a young woman in the east of the manor, but given the lack of evidence, these are likely flights of fancy. As such, we continue to display a portrait of Percival Blake. That said, I did have it moved from the main halls on the staff's request. Now it is in one of the towers, though I can't recall which.
Thank you, Marquis. Any more tragic deaths to share?
Or
All
Marquess.
death is tragic, Mrs. Darcy. I'm not sure this place has any more tragedy than any other family in this land.
Then why all the ghost stories? I don't think we all gathered here for no reason.
That's perhaps a better question for Miss Mantovani. No more questions? Okay. Let us conclude then. Thank you all for your time. I shall take my leave. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here at Blake Manor.
Alright, so the interesting thing now will be, can I talk and look at these people? Or am I just kicked out? Presumably... Nope, they are in here. So if I go to a hearing, I will get the option to talk and look at the people inside. Alright, in which case, let's look at Mr. Scarrett. Cigar stains. There's a strong smell of cigars on the man's breath, and his mustache is stained with them. Ornamental cane. He's not leaning on it. It's just for show. That's another thing. The person whose boots we found, probably, if they had a cane with them at the time, we would have seen it. Mysterious crest on necktie. He's wearing a crest pinned to his necktie, but I don't recognize it. I could ask him about it. But let's look at the other guys first. A spirit camera. Interesting. Alright, we got his cross. Celtic cross tie pin. Cross in the Celtic style. A sign of his faith mingled with his heritage. Raw hands. His hands are red raw, with a subtle but unmistakable smell of a modern doctor's office. Okay, so he might be our local doctor. Which means we could probably talk to him about Miss Mantovani. We've talked to Darcy. We've talked a lot to Mr. Toussaint. Let's analyze the father. I'm just going to carry the Bible at all times. A strange Bible. A Bible, but not one I recognize. Scarring. His scarring looks as if he's seen some sort of combat. Deathly pallor. He does not look well. And an unusual cross. his resurrectix looks different to any I've seen. Alright, so I guess while we're in here, there's some other things in here that are moderately interesting. I wonder if I had gotten here in the back half hour, if I'd be able to talk to them without having to listen to the lecture. What book is this? Don't know. Newspaper, some paintings. Alright. I think I want to talk to the doctor first.
Oh, a new face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr.
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very pleased to meet you too. And yes, before you ask, I am related to Fia Callahan. Her nephew and apprentice.
Ah, Sophia's also a doctor.
So I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Imagine using science to advance your medical knowledge instead of just vibes? Disgusting. Alright, ooh, I have too many things here. Can you tell me about Miss Montavani's health? Who else? I could talk to Miss Montavani and I could talk to Dupre. I feel like you're the best person to ask, though. Have you noticed, too, that Miss Montavani seems unwell? You must know, I can't discuss my patient's private medical information with just anyone. I keep their files well protected, so don't get any ideas. I won't be the source of gossip about the woman. Good, the resident mad scientist? Yeah. Okay, so she is unwell. And you just don't want to talk about the details. And you are taking care of her. I can ask you about people. I could ask you about this medical code, but I've already got it figured out. Don't feel like you're someone who's been having the strange dreams. I don't really want to ask you about Faye or the hauntings. I don't think I want to ask you about anything else.
I have to be on.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Have a good one, Callahan. Mr. Scarrett.
Terrible weather out, eh?
Sure is.
Really ruined my morning walk. Still, we're safe enough from it in here. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Scarrett, over from London. And you mark my words, young man. That's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
Declan Ward. The pleasure is mine.
Alright, Mr. Scarrett, what's up with your neck pin? May I ask what the crest on your necktie represents? I would love to, Mr. Ward, but that would rather defeat its purpose. I'm afraid I must leave you in the dark. Okay. Did we know my first name? Yeah, we've known that I've been Declan Ward from the beginning. I don't want to ask him about his cane or his cigar habits. Yeah, I really don't care to ask him about anything else at the moment.
Good day.
Good day.
I want to talk to Darcy. I might have more questions for Toussaint, but let's go ahead and ask the father. Interesting, I don't get a chance to talk to Blake. I kind of figure that's something the game's holding off for a while.
Yes, my child.
You are old.
Hello, Father. My name is Declan Ward. I've only just arrived. I just wanted to say hello.
Very good. You want my name? Of course. Father Lorcan Sinnott.
Good to meet you, Father.
I don't know why I kept assuming it was Sinnoh. Sinnott. Imagine being a priest with sin in your name. These people are really bad at hiding their affiliations to secret societies. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this giant gaudy ring and brooch I'm wearing are my secret society symbols.
I am sure.
I'm surprised to see a Catholic priest at a seance.
Is that so? Worried for my eternal soul, are you? That I should attend something so blasphemous?
You're kind of coming across as an asshole, Father.
Worry not, dear child. The church keeps an eye on all such things. It is good for us to know what secrets these events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold.
Ow! No, Monsieur, don't hit me in the head. My brain I need brain for solve puzzle. How you doing, Mazel? Welcome in. Good for us to know what secrets the events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold. Okay. So you're here on Inquisition business. All right. Can I ask you about your unusual crossfather? Your crossfather has an extra element, the circle behind it. What's the meaning, if I may ask? Been here just doing dishes? Ah, good stuff. Chat can do that.
You may. It depicts the everlasting life of the immortal soul and represents my own personal flavor of beliefs.
Oh, thanks. All right. Can I ask you about your weird-ass Bible? I don't recognize your Bible, Father. What translation is it?
It is an uncommon translation I picked up on my travels.
Ah, what is the focus of your edition?
Its focus. For those with eyes to see, it shows all. I would not think too hard about it.
Very creepy, sir. Thank you. Can I ask him about the scarring? Forgive my prying, Father, but you look as though you've been through the wars.
My scars. Yes, I was a missionary in my youth. Foolish enough to think I could bring enlightenment to the masses through word instead of deed.
Anywhere exotic?
Many places, Mr. Ward, but do not be so arrogant as to think it's only the darkest parts of the map that need their eyes opened. It is as hard to save a soul here in Ireland as anywhere else. Further away from the dark does not mean closer to the light.
And he was not involved in the bridge
I'll take
game.
my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
But Mr. Toussaint and Mr. Scarrett were.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Yeah. Can you tell me about the bridge game? Interesting that I can ask him about what's next for him. Might be good to do that at some point. You didn't happen to attend the bridge game on Tuesday evening?
I did not. I'm not really one for socializing.
Did you find anything more interesting to pass your time?
You are probing. I have something you want, no? Information, perhaps?
I suppose we are friends now that you have done me a favor, yes? The answer is a boring one. I set the event out, found a pleasant nook in the northeast corridor, and read. But you do not need to trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Mademoiselle Murphy, I had asked her to bring me a sandwich that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. Okay.
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
So. I don't know why it keeps locking into this one. Go here. Okay. So Mr. Varley says that he was talking with the staff, that Blake was doing some stuff at the time, or that Blake was hosting the bridge event. Mr. Toussaint says he was talking with Miss Murphy at the time, or that rather that he had a sandwich brought to him. So I can talk to Callaghan and Scarrett while I'm here.
Mr. Ward.
Did you go to the bridge game? Oh, there was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Mrs. Darcy dragged me in on my aunt's suggestion. Mr. Scarrett was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library, and left them down a player on short notice. And did many attend? Enough for 2 tables. Miss Barbosa, Miss Quinn, and Mrs. Lau were there. Marquis Blake joined us, as did Mr. Coventry. Useful. That saves me some time.
Be well.
So, if we believe this guy, which there's so much evidence that I don't see why we wouldn't, these 3 are now locked in. So, Scarrett was not present. I guess we can ask Scarrett.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
Hey, Mr. Scarrett, why weren't you at the bridge game? Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday night? Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday? No, I was relaxing fireside in the library. Oh, okay. I was hoping I could get someone to affirm that. But no, I do not have anyone to affirm that. Interesting that it didn't add to his alibi, which makes me a little suspicious also with his placement that perhaps he is the one who got into an argument. Do I have anything else I want to ask these people while I'm here? Let me look at my evidence. Missing about the portal. Can't figure that out yet. Does anyone else have the same dream? I could ask people here, but I don't feel like it. Maybe Father Sinot.
Yes,
Sinot. Sinot. That's gotta be an alias, right? Alright, did you have a weird dream? You haven't had any strange dreams since coming here, Father?
I have. On my first night I saw an angel flying towards the sun, but never reaching it. I could not see its face, but somehow I knew it to be weeping. Others who have been here for longer confided their own uneasy nights since coming to this place. Long corridors, sigil-bound entryways, and feeling of being trapped. A great sorrow is contained here, I think. Centuries of pain. If only it could be released, eh?
I'll take...
Go with God.
Interesting. Could I ask you who? No? Okay. Damn, you got quite the chin, Mr. Toussaint. Is there anything else I want to talk to you about?
Hello.
Could ask you about the dream. Could ask you about people. Oh, why not? Found I have the strangest dreams staying here. My data would suggest you are not alone. Data? Oui. But it's too early to comment. I am still gathering data and undertaking experiments. Perhaps when I am done, we can talk. What data is this? Where would it be kept? In his room, perhaps?
That's all.
Take care.
Like, eventually, I think something I'm going to need is to know people's schedules so I can break into their rooms in order to get information. But... well, I know that currently all of their rooms are vacant. So I could see if any of them have left the door unlocked. I doubt it, but... map. Yeah. Everyone's rooms are locked. I have the key to Miss Erickson's. I have the key to Miss Quinn's. But that's not super helpful to me. I see. I don't need to steal Darcy's key because Miss Dean's key will eventually open it. Yeah, I don't have a way to get anyone else's keys. I can check out this unassigned room next to Miss Lau's. Because we did hear a thud in Miss Lau's room almost immediately. Oh, I can use the bathroom. Oh, hell yeah. The communal washroom for men staying in the manor. Wicker basket, privacy screen, bathtub, toilet, sink. Yeah. Oh, this might be cleaning items, toilet paper. Okay. Yeah. Nothing important in the toilet. You found irrefutable proof of what? Just the waiting piece. Oh. Ghosts. Ghosts playing chess. Oh, interesting. Okay. We are on turn... Black's turn 2. Very simple. That is a horrible opening move for Black. Like... god awful. Relaxing, secluded area for a game of chess. Oh, that was a waste of a minute. A6 is, of course, a real opening. I mean, everything is potentially an opening. His main purpose is to throw a wrench into theory. Okay, yeah. It's bad on purpose. When people start out in Ocean Spray, they start a cranberry crushing. Another Leshy portrait. Alright. Not locked. They leave unused bedrooms open. Oh, we got a whole ass goat in here. I don't want to look in here unless I can see something important. I don't see anything important. There's a book. No. No. Skunk was put in marketing because he's too small to crush cranberries. No, I'm not small. I could crush a cranberries. Okay, there is a book under the bed. Oh, damn it. I wasted a minute. A child's block sits under the bed. Signs of child's play. I found children's toys under the bed in room 2. I wonder if they were from the young master or a previous guest. And the book? A book of spooky stories for children. Its pages on vampires are folded in. So... well, this isn't Miss Dean's room. There we go. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff now. He's a Catholic priest. Yeah. You can get more by investigating his room. And I know that he is seemingly unwell. Oopsie. Back. He is mourning his late wife. Quite a bit here. Yeah. Mysterious figure in window. Idolized wife. Yeah. Okay. Doyle. What do I have new on Doyle? Nothing. His name was on Miss Erickson's list of magical people. He wears a holy cross. Seems to be in his 30s. He is a magical apprentice. I see. So he's a doctor and a would-be mage. Ask about his strange equipment. Okay. So I should have asked him about his spirit camera. Connected to Jonathan Blake. Oopsie. place him in his early 70s. Well, okay. I could probably eliminate the child currently because they would not wear medium-sized shoes because they are a small child. So I can add that to my list of eliminations. Not that it's a big help. I guess I could go back and I've got a few minutes left. Two small crushed cranberries without help? No, I can crush them all by myself. I do the stompies. A tome of children's scary stories to tell in the dark. I got really fucked up by a scary story to tell in the dark as a kid. Trying to remember which one it was. Well, let's investigate the spirit camera. Camera with a strange attachment in front with the engraving that says Spirit Lens. Okay. Now I can talk to him and ask him about his
Mr. Ward
camera. That's fair. I've seen one of these before at a fair. Camera, I believe. Good eye, Mr. Ward, and only partially wrong. It is a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. Well, I modified it to work better as one. Any camera, in the right circumstances, can capture a spirit, of course. But my lens filters the image through complex geometry made of peridot, selenite, black tourmaline, labradorite, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against it. I thought, what better place to really put the device to test than here? These halls, and dare I say, the people here are likely crawling with spirits. I've even set up a darkroom in my quarters so I can quickly develop images. This way people can take away a copy, should they wish. Would you care for a picture? See who or what haunts you. It takes a lot of time, but... No, I don't think I do. Of course. It's not for everyone. You know where I am should you change your mind.
I have to be on my...
be well.
That just eats too much time, I think, for us to want to commit to such a thing currently. Okay. But it does add his spirit camera here. Okay. I think we'll get to noon, and then we'll probably... I wonder if I can avoid eating throughout the game. Just starve myself. But I think we probably will, at noon, choose to eat. Alright, so I want to find Mr. Dupree and Mr. O'Meara so that I can potentially eliminate them, since Mr. Scarrett's the only one who I've asked, and he did not have a strong defense. But where might they be? Perhaps I should have wasted a couple of time units earlier in asking their schedule. Well, I guess where are their rooms? Mr. Dupree's room is in the northeast corridor, room 11. And Mr. O'Meara's is in the southeast, room 16. I could spy on him. Mr. Ward's one of those rare individuals who does not need to eat. Fueled by pure ghost spite. Can't hear anyone. Doesn't sound like anyone's in there. Well, let's enter them. That's just close. That's just close. He has a Catholic Bible, which I suppose might indicate that he's Catholic. These sketches look very important. Oh, he drew a biblically accurate angel. Sketches is something that makes my stomach turn, which he has been labeled my angel. probably need to check the Catholic Bible in a second to confirm that he's Catholic. Oh, what size are his shoes? One shoe shows heavier wear, exactly as I would expect from someone using a cane. His gait and stance must be quite distant, but not a size. He does have a lockbox. Yeah, there's laudanum. Stationary. I think that's just stationary. Don't think it's useful. Oh, interesting. An in-progress piece of a woman resting in a boat by a lake. Or is she dead? The figure watching makes me wonder. Yeah, death? He seems a natural talent, but the piece is chilling. Journal. There we go. 1583. The year John Dee was given the Enochian language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak to angels. If he and I are special, and it is of the same sort, then it's only a matter of translating language. That might be the code to his chest. Horrific sketch. The adjacent note says, "Had it, just a moment, and then gone again. I'll try again, have it back." I woke in the bath, almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. Can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. Mr. O'Meara, recent brush with death seems to be a common thing for him, one he wants to put a stop to. Caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out. A pale and glowing shape. Out of reach again the moment I knew it had to be there. Okay, so he's extremely devout, and he's trying to induce visions by doing laudanum and self-harming. Saturday, 7 p.m. Changing rooms. McLeod. Why does she want me to meet? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. Thanks to Miss Haisham's jars, I have everything I need now to trap it, apart from its bloody name. But soon I'll have it. It won't escape me again. Okay, so he's trying to trap a biblically accurate angel, which might be a fairy, in order to try and have himself be healed. I have an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity, best not. Okay. Alright. Timeline updated Ivy McLeod. Okay. Let's get this stuff added. Find sketches of something horrific in his room. His shoes are distinctly warped by his cane-aided gait. I found a chilling paintway in his room. I think we can eliminate him on the shoes basis. Yeah. Angel sketches. Journal. 1583. Near-death experience. Almost certainly the code to his lockbox. 1, 5, 8, 3. Yep. What's he got? Soul jars. Jars labeled soul jars. They have odd symbols on them and some sort of fluid inside. It seems that in the past he used something called Enochian magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he's used to that end. Though he has also employed near-death experience and other unwise methods to talk with this entity. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle, and now if only I could summon it written next to them. Okay. Well, we know what he's after now. Why was he interested in Evelyn, then? I can talk with it. I wish these were a little clearer sometimes. I can talk to the father about it. Okay. And him himself. Okay. I've got one... No, I've got no time left. I'm tempted to read his... Look at the Catholic Bible to confirm that he's Catholic. But I feel like that's tempting fate. He might teleport in and be mad at me for being in his room. And I might get in trouble. So... We've got 1 minute left on stream and 1 minute left on the in-game clock. How do we spend this valuable minute we have? Why do I have more? Oh, okay. Hisham was in the room too, and she left. Hisham provided the jars. I haven't talked to Quinn yet, but Quinn wants the land. Why did I mark that I don't think Montavani did it? I mean, I don't think Montavani did it, but I'm trying to think if I had a reason. Man, you gotta stop false flagging things as new. I don't think Doyle did it either, but don't want to mark him currently. Is there anyone I can talk to right now of interest? I'd like to talk to Dupree or Omira. Care package, thank you, Ivan. Right. One thing I was going to do was going to look in a bunch of rooms to see if that counted as looking at people to get more information. Yes, and Miss Quinn is here. I want to spend my minute analyzing her. Scars on face and hands. Multiple scars as if she suffered several different injuries and accidents. Brooch. A striking brooch worn around the collar. Oh, no real symbol on that one. Pen in pocket. Its varnish is worn around the grip. She uses it often, probably for long periods of time. Now, is she going to teleport away? Or will I be able to talk to her next time? And she's still here. Alright, let's go ahead and spend a minute talking to her to add her to our book, and then that'll be
if you'd hold a moment. I'm just looking for something.
Are you alright, miss?
Fine. Just looking for a book. I know I had it just a few days ago, but now it's nowhere to be found. Without it... Without it... damn it! I'm at a dead end. Would you tell me if you see it? It's a book on local land records from late last century. It has to be around here somewhere, unless... another guest's taken it?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Quarantine Quinn. Late 20s. We've profiled her. Investigate her room. Find her book. And we could talk about her brooch and such. You're going to eat? Oh, don't worry. Well, even we're about to wrap up. Copper Dinosaur. I'm pretty sure the horse did it. Oh, you're so right. I mean, first they went to steal, and then they went to kill. It's just traditional horse behavior. Well, welcome in for the first time, Copper Dinosaur. I'm sorry to say you got here right as we're wrapping up stream. But I will be playing more of this tomorrow. So I hope to see you and everyone else then. Let me go ahead. You false flagged someone again, video game. Oh, no, I just didn't click this one. Okay. All right. Let's get a save down. You think it's the skunk? No one ever suspects the horse? You should suspect the horse. They like crime. Alright. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. We will be doing more Seance of Blake Manor tomorrow. Assuming everything goes to plan, which I'm pretty sure it will. As always, you guys can follow me on social media. I have a Blue Sky. I always post when I'm going live. I also have a Discord community. Nice, fun, chill area with lots of other streamers. Sorry again to be wrapping up right as a new person comes in, but I gotta make food. I'm so hungry. Hungry skunkers. Yeah. Let's see who else is on. If you guys wouldn't mind, grab yourselves a raid message. We'll go find somebody to raid. Ren's doing art. Key's doing Satisfactory, still working on her push. Cookie's doing some Twilight Princess Legend of Zelda. Ooh, Builder Z is doing Motor Slice. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to... Oh, she's about to raid out herself, so never mind. I was going to raid her. She's going to raid Yarny. Why don't we also raid Yarny? Wouldn't that be a funny prank? Let me get that set up. Yarny, Barney. Yeah, she's playing some Onion Ring Night Rain. That'll be fun. Yeah, following Yarny Barney. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of this. I'm really enjoying it. Take care, everyone. Bye. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Bye.